just bought the Ghostbed adjustable bed frame and mattress at Costco, and I want to set it all up so you can see firsthand what to expect if you buy these, because they are considerably cheaper than what Ghostbed is asking on their websites. So I'm wondering what the catch is. The adjustable bed frame itself looks exactly what they're offering on the Ghostbed website, and I've seen some video reviews of people ordering directly from Ghostbed, and it comes in this exact same box. But the mattress, however, is called a Solara at Costco, and I could not find a Solara anywhere on the Ghostbed website. However, they do have a 5-layer hybrid mattress called their Comfort Series, which is several $100s more than what Costco is charging for this Solara. The only difference is the Costco version is saying it's 12 inches high, and on the Ghostbed website, their comparable version, the Comfort Hybrid, is only 11 inches high. First, let's start with the unboxing and see just how complicated it is to set up this bed frame. Once you lift off the top, you just have to cut the tape in each corner so you can fold down the cardboard flat. The bed base is in a bag and it looks to be one piece. I see some hinges here, so let's get the bag off and hopefully it's just as simple as folding it open. Just as I thought, with the bag pulled out from underneath, you'll see down on one side there's some hinges. Make sure you got enough open space to fold it open. There's a few loose boxes inside, but they all appear to be mostly legs and one box called adapter, but everything else comes pre-installed, the control module and the USB charging ports on both sides. Here's a better look at everything that came packaged inside the bed frame. You have 6 legs and each came with 2 boxes, a legs 1 and a legs 2. The box marked adapter was the power adapter and wall plug. A box marked remote was the remote control, and this metal bracket that's going to insert into the foot of your bed to keep your mattress in place. For the 6 bed legs, you're going to have threaded points in the corners and middle. A closer look at the way the legs are packaged. Legs 2 has 2 pieces together, and this bottom one has that anti-scratch pad on the bottom, and you can have it just like so for level 2 height. You can add the piece that's in legs number 1 box into the middle. You get the full height, or you can simply unscrew the bottom portion of this 2-piece assembly and just have the lowest setting of height, like so. I like to take advantage of underbed storage, so I'm going to screw all 3 together. And with all 3 screwed together, you can see that you have exactly 12 inches of height, 4 inches with 1, 8 inches with 2, and 12 inches total if you have all 3 pieces together. Once you've got your desired height configured, pretty easy to install. Just simply thread them into the 6 insertion points. Once all 6 legs are in, you just have to find a loose wire here by the control module box. There's a plug that will insert into your power adapter, and then the wall plug inserts into the adapter on the other end. And aside from that, the only other loose wire you're going to see is down here. Looks like an Ethernet cable and a Velcro strap. That's to sync another bed frame if you're putting 2 twin XLs together to make a king. And the port is right down here. You plug the sync cable into there, and then the port on the opposite bed frame. And then this Velcro strap is to attach the inside leg of both frames together. And I believe what that allows you to do is to control both bed frames from one remote using the pair button up here. Then it's just a matter of flipping the frame over, getting the mattress on. But just a quick layout of what's what. This side here with all the module boxes and wires and USB ports is your head. So that's the motor controlling the head lift, and that's the head massaging unit. And it's the head portion as well that has some LED undermounted lights on both sides. And then this here is the foot portion with your foot motor and your foot massager. I want my head over on this side, so I'm going to spin it around and let's see if one person can flip this over by themselves. I gave it a try, but I would recommend 2 people. As I was turning it over to flip, a lot of weight was being placed on these bottom legs here, and I was going to have to use those legs as leverage to get the bed frame over, and I don't want a chance putting too much force on them. So it's better with 2 people where you can lift the frame up in midair, turn it around, and then lay the frame gently on the legs. Or if nobody's home and you're impatient like me, you could find something that's as high or taller than the legs and place it here, and you can use that as something to tip over the bed frame with. Lift up the bed frame onto your box. And now as I'm flipping over the bed frame, I'll have some height, and the bed frame can come down onto the legs instead of teetering on the legs as I flip. Voila. The remote came with batteries, so that's all set, and you can see the power cord is very long, so it'll reach any wall socket in your bedroom. The thing I'm most excited about is all of the functions on the remote here, including different massages you can apply. I mean, I have probably the most expensive Tempur-Pedic mattress on my main bed with their matching base that was not cheap. And look at the remote I got for that one. I mean, I don't even have a memory. I can go to anti-gravity right away and right to flat. There's not a whole lot going on here compared to the Ghostbed for a fraction of the price, it looks like I'm getting a whole lot more upgrade. All right, let's go ahead and give this remote a try. Let's start down here with what looks to be the snoring button. It should raise the head slightly. That's probably the feature I'll be using most often. Another nice feature about this bed frame is that the remote lights up when you press a button. My other bed frame that was like twice the price doesn't light up, so that's a definite upgrade here with the Ghostbed. Now from snoring mode, let's go into reading mode. I'd imagine that would probably be the highest setting you can get. One thing I am noticing as the bed starts to adjust, this skirting here that's velcroed on, you're hearing a lot of like pulling and snapping sounds from the velcro as it adjusts. So I may have to adjust the actual placement of the skirt, because if that's a noise that's going to always happen every time I adjust the bed, that could be annoying. I'll lower the bed flat and get you in close so you can hear what I'm talking about. Not the biggest downfall, and like I said, you can pull this velcro off and readjust, so it could just be it needs to be loosened up in areas where there's going to be bends. And again, we got the underbed lighting right there, as well there's a flashlight mode here. You see it at the top. That's in case you lose something into your bed, you can go looking for it with the flashlight, or at night if the lights are all off and you want to find something on your nightstand, you can search around with the flashlight. Or what I can predict happening is me annoying my wife with shadow puppets. You can see here there's the imprint of the head massager. There's another imprint here and here, but I don't think that's a massager. Let's go ahead and press head once. This right here is vibrating. It seems like air getting pushed up, and not as loud when I put weight on it. So once there's a mattress here, it shouldn't be as loud, and no action happening on these two. So I don't think those are massagers, but let's press head a second time. Should make it more intense, and it has. A head third and final time. Now it's even more intense of a massage. And then there's a middle button timer. Press that a second and a third time to extend the massage longer. Press it one more and it goes off. Let's go over here and test out the foot. Again, I got an imprint here and here. So let's see which one is the foot massager. Let's go ahead and press foot. Okay, it seems to be right down here and probably, yeah, just here. Let's press foot one more and a third time. And yeah, it gets more intense every time you press it, just like the head. Timer as well. We can cycle through all three settings, and then the fourth turns it off. So that's a quick overview of what you get with the remote. Now let's get the mattress out of the box and see what that looks like. That's what it looks like in there. It's all rolled up and seems to be vacuum sealed. I've never opened a bed in a box like this before. I'm a little nervous at what's going to happen. So from what I've seen online, you just have to keep unraveling the plastic that wraps around the mattress, and eventually you have to open it up and it continues on the inside, almost like a Swiss roll, and then you're left with a very flat mattress that's vacuum sealed. This is so foreign to me. Like, I know it's going to expand quite a bit when I open up the packaging, but I just can't imagine how a mattress that starts off so flat could be comfortable. Just looking at it, I can't really tell what's the top, what's the bottom, but I guess we can wait till it's expanded to sort that out. Okay, I'm excited and also nervous at the same time. Let's see what happens when we cut in here and release some air. Holy cow. And now that it's uncovered and fully inflated, I can definitely tell that this is the bottom. Here's a close look at what the mattress looks like expanded. I say it could take a full 24 to 48 hours to fully expand, depending on the temperature in the room and the time of year. Apparently, this mattress will feel softer in warm weather and firmer in cold weather. Feels pretty soft, and I can tell in certain areas, yeah, it might need a little bit of time to fully expand and take proper shape. So definitely feels soft and comfortable to me, just like laying here first 5 minutes. But true test will be me sleeping in it overnight. I'm about to jump in bed to give this mattress its first night test, and I just wanted to show you the really cool underglow lighting. Very useful for when you want to crawl into bed, but you don't want to kick on the bright ceiling light and wake yourself up. It's just enough lighting not to trip over anything on the bedroom floor and get yourself to the bed safely. Well guys, I hope you found this video on the Ghostbed adjustable frame and mattress helpful, and if you did, let me know in the comments. I love reading them. I always make sure to reply, and hearing that these videos might help somebody out really means a lot.